Hello, Craig Birch backstage at Walsall FC, where I have here the man, the hitman, Ricky Hatton, the two-time world champion who's had a lot of ups and downs with his fighters tonight. Chris Blaney, very hard-fought contest, got the win. Sam Evans, another really hard-fought contest, got the draw. Ricky, I think you've had your heart in your mouth more than once tonight with these lads, haven't you? So,
yeah, you know, Chris had a tough fight. I thought he won it. The last round, he dragged it out, really digged in deep, you know, and good learning fight you can go away with, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, you've got to, it's very difficult, you know, sometimes with these boxing shows that don't have a title fight, the weigh-ins always end up being the day of the fight.
Yeah.
So these lads have to weigh in and then get in the ring a few hours after, and it's difficult, you know, so, because I know, you know, Chris sometimes, you know, his engine is unbelievable in the gym, he's been looking strong and everything, and I think he's probably, once he gets, you know, a fight with a title fight, they can, you know, weigh in the day before and rehydrate up fully. I think that was with Chris's aim, but he dug it out the last round, good last round, and you know, there's no doubt about it, he deserved the win.
Yeah, were they not listening to instructions in the corner when you were trying to get them to step off and box and stuff like that?
Well, of course they do, but some nights, you know, you can't be brilliant every night, you know what I mean? I think there's a, you know, it's very difficult when, you know, I was on title fight shows, you know, so I was able to weigh in the day before and then rehydrate up and everything like that, but unfortunately on non-title fight shows you have to weigh in the day before, and you know, Chris weighed in at 4 and then he was on at 8:30, you know what I mean, so it's difficult for the fighters, but
yeah.
Very proud of him, he dragged it out in the last round.
Okay, well,
I know what he's capable of as well, and he does, so we're not really too...
But I'll start with Blaney. Pleased with Blaney because yeah, he could have stepped off and boxed, but he showed a bit of grit and that and so on against a tough guy, and that he'll learn things from that, won't he?
Yeah.
So, and coming over to Evans, the British Boxing Board of Control were petitioned for this to be a Midlands title fight. If it had been a Midlands title fight, it might have been a different fight.
I like middle.
Yeah.
But you know, the way in the day of the fight, you know, Joe Burnway coming at 11.5, is he taking the mickey? You know what I mean? It's a joke.
Yeah.
Fight's made at 11.4 on the day, which I think is a bit too strong, you know what I mean? Light middling is a middle tonight.
Yeah.
But I still thought Sam won, to be honest with you. I think the first three rounds it was target practice. You know, you tell me, he couldn't miss him, you know, he just couldn't miss him. Yeah. And then he lost his way in a couple of rounds when Joe Byrne started moving a little bit, and he lost a couple of rounds, but then he had a knockdown and then finished big in the last. To my maths, that's the first 3, 2 points for the knockdown, and the last round, there's 6.
Well, yeah,
so I don't know what I don't know what Joe Byrne's, you know, it's not, I'm not being disrespectful to him, you know, he put on a good performance, it was a great fight, but I really, honestly don't know what he was jumping up and down for in there. Okay. They're disappointed, I really don't, and you know, I mean, you know, if my lads lose, I tell them, but I've got to be honest with them, otherwise they're not going to improve if I'm feeling their head full of shit, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
You know, if I thought Chris won, it's difficult when they weigh in today and then fight a few hours after. And Joe Byrne took the mickey today weighing in what he did.
Yeah.
It's 11.4, you've got to be professional, come in the weight that's expected, he come in 11.5.
Well, we come back to...
That's a point, that's a pound of middleweight. Sam's a light middle.
Yeah. Well, like we say, if it had been an area title fight, that never would have happened, would it? So it'd been a different fight.
Well, so. You know, maybe they can't do it an area title fight now because it's, you know, I mean, you have to have an 8-rounder under your belt before you can do that. They've both got an 8-rounder under the belt. Let's see if Joe Byrne can perform like that when a day before weighing at the light middleweight division, which is what Sam's is.
Yeah, well, Hatton Promotions are normally the people with the plan in these scenarios. It's a good main event for yourself. Are you happy to have that one of your shows, Rick?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, okay, excellent, fantastic. Right, it wouldn't be a conversation with Ricky Hatton if we had a...
I thought the Conor McGregor and Mayweather fight.
Yeah, you saved me a job. You saved me a job. Go on, please, Ricky, do enlighten us.
Disappointing, I think. No, I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to Conor, but it went the way I think most people expected it. Floyd is one of the all-time greats. Conor was having his pro debut and he started off well, but I think that was maybe due to Floyd more than Conor. I think he made it an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? But then the minute he put his foot down, it was. When he put his foot down, it was what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, cool. So, I bet you wish you'd have been in there for that purse instead of yours in 2007, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. But I think You know, I'm a Conor McGregor fan. I'm still a Conor McGregor fan, and I'll always watch Conor McGregor. I just like to see him in the octagon rather than the ring. You know what I mean? I'm a fan, but I think it's boxing's not for Conor. I think stick to his game. Of course, he's a legend in his own game.
Yeah, of course. 2 general questions: the British welterweight, the state of the British welterweight division. Con, Brooke, Eggington's our leading light at the minute, isn't he? As European champion, you wonder where everyone else is going. Who's coming through, do you think, Rick, for yourself that you see on the circuit?
Eggington's probably the man at the moment. You know what I mean? He put up a good performance against Malinardi, didn't he? You know what I mean? And yeah, I think he's the one to watch. I think it's, Khan and Keller, big names, aren't they? But they're a little bit inactive. They've had the fights. Whether they come back or not, I hope they do. You know, they do as proud like they have done. Yeah, I think Eggington's the one to watch at the minute, you know what I mean?
Of course. One last thing, because this has divided everybody. Canelo, GGG, where's your money going, Rick?
I really do have to sit on the fence and toss a coin, to be honest with you.
I said Canelo. I said Canelo late, and I've had £20 on this with Richie Woodall, and Steve Bunce agrees with me. But you know better than the rest of us, so...
Well, Canelo's a little bit quicker, but Golovkin's very good at judging the distance, you know what I mean? And Canelo hits very hard to the body, and Canelo, you know, with his tight guard, but Golovkin throws that overhand right at that angle. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50. You know, one week I make my mind up and say Canelo, and the other week I change my mind to Golovkin.
You really not going to have a footer, Rick, on this one?
No. I just think it's a toss of the coin. Like it really is.
Yeah. The first time we've ever seen Ricky Hatton sit on the fence. Perish the thought. Okay, Ricky. Fantastic, thanks for your time, thanks for seeing us here, I'll see you next time.